Hello, very good morning. My name is Pradeep. I'm your hair artist. I'll be doing the color theory class online on YouTube channel. So I'll be doing step by step. Okay guys, we will start the color theory. Now let's try to understand what is color. Color is nothing but reflection of light. For example, you can see the sunlight is falling on the leaf. So the leaf has yellow color and green color. So only the yellow color light and the green color light will get reflected into your eyes. After coloring the hair and setting the hair, you'll be able to see the color from the hair. So how will you able to see the color? Through the light. So henceforth we say color is nothing but the reflection of light. So let's see. We have two different types of light. That is, one is natural light and one is artificial light. Natural light is nothing but the sunlight. When it comes to artificial light, we have incandescent light, the yellow one, and the fluorescent light, the white one. After coloring the hair and setting the hair, you can use the incandescent light if you have done the warm colors, and you can use the fluorescent light if you have done the cool colors. Guys, let us try to understand what are primary colors. So primary colors are those colors which cannot be created nor destroyed, and through primary colors we can make a number of colors. So the primary colors are blue, red and yellow. So these are the three primary colors. Now let us try to understand what are secondary colors. So when we mix any two primary colors in equal quantity, we get secondary color. For example, when we mix blue and red, you get violet. Similarly, when you mix red and yellow, these two are primary colors, you get orange as the secondary color. Similarly, when you mix yellow and blue, you get green as the secondary color. So I'm showing you again two primary colors mixing in equal quantity leads to secondary color. Secondary colors are violet, green and orange. So these are secondary colors. Now let us try to understand what are tertiary colors. So when you mix one primary color and one secondary color which are adjacent to each other in the color wheel. For example, blue is primary and green is secondary, which are adjacent to each other in the color wheel, you get blue green. Similarly, when you mix yellow and green, you get yellow green. When you mix yellow and orange, you get yellow orange. Similarly, when you mix red and orange, you get red orange. When you mix red and violet, you get red violet. When you mix blue and violet, you get blue violet. So one primary color, one secondary color which are adjacent to each other. When you mix it, you get tertiary color. Please do observe the arrow marks as well, how the arrow marks are moving. So now we will understand what is complementary color. To understand complementary color, we need to understand what is the concept of complementary color. You can see when you mix blue, red and yellow, you get brown. If you mix blue, red and yellow in equal quantities, you get brown. So this is very important to understand the complementary color. Now let's see what is complementary color. So when you mix one primary color and one secondary color in equal quantities which are opposite to each other in the color wheel, then you get complementary color. You can see yellow and violet which are opposite to each other in the color wheel, you get complementary color. Again, when you mix red and green in equal quantities, you get complementary color, that is brown. So you need to understand, when you mix one primary color and one secondary color which are opposite to each other in the color wheel, you get the complementary color. So in the previous slide I told you what is the concept of complementary color. In this slide, let's see how we will get the brown color when you mix one primary color, one secondary color which are opposite to each other in the color wheel. How do we get the brown? So let's understand. So here blue is the primary color and orange is the secondary color which is opposite to each other. But orange is made up of two primary colors, that is red and yellow. I told you when you mix blue, red and yellow you get brown. So that's how you are getting brown, that is complementary color. So again here also you can see red is primary, green is secondary, and green is made up of blue and yellow. So blue and yellow are primary colors. Again when you mix blue, red and yellow you get brown. So again you can see yellow is primary and violet is secondary. But violet color is made up of two primary colors, that is blue and red. So again you need to understand the concept here. When you mix blue, red and yellow you get brown. So that's how you get the complementary color. So please do understand the concept to understand the complementary color. Now we will understand what is melanin. Melanin is nothing but the color pigments, natural color pigments found in the hair. So we have two types of melanin, that is eumelanin and pheomelanin. So and eumelanin and pheomelanin looks like this. Eumelanin is a darker color pigments and pheomelanin is lighter color pigment. Eumelanin is made up of black and brown, whereas pheomelanin is made up of red and orange. Since hair cells are transparent, hair cells get color from melanocytes. So melanocytes injects melanin to the hair cells. So if you take any type of hair, it might be a dark hair or light hair, both melanin will be present, that is eumelanin and pheomelanin. In darker hair, eumelanin is more and pheomelanin is less, whereas in lighter hair, pheomelanin is more and eumelanin is less. So basically the quantity varies. So let us see what is warm colors and cool colors. When you take a color wheel, so we can find all primary colors and secondary colors basically. So when you take violet, blue and green, they are considered as cool colors. And when you take red, orange and yellow, they are called as warm colors. These are the cool color and warm color. Now let us understand what is level system. Level system is a unit to measure the darkness or lightness of a hair color. As we measure speed in kilometers, we measure darkness or lightness of a hair color using a unit called level system. This is the level system from L'Oreal. 1 is black, 2 is darkest brown, 3 is dark brown, 4 is brown, 5 is light brown, 6 is dark blonde, 7 is blonde, 8 is light blonde, 9 is very light blonde, 10 is very light blonde. Let us see the unit system of Schwarzkopf. 1 is black, we don't have number 2. Number 3 is dark brown, 4 is medium brown, 5 is light brown, 6 is dark blonde, 7 is medium blonde, 8 is light blonde, 9 is extra blonde, 9,5 is pastel series, 10 is ultra and 12 is special blonde. Now let us see what do you mean by color swatch and where do we use it. So you can see the color swatch, you can see the images, how does the 10 number hair looks, 9 number hair looks, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So basically when the client comes, we use this color swatch to compare the hair color of the client hair if the hair is virgin. So we can decide actually what is her natural hair color. Does her natural hair color is 7 number or 6 number or 5 number or 4 number or 3 number or 2 number. So first, before selecting the color or before promising the client that I will do this color, first identify her natural hair color with the help of the color swatch if her hair is virgin hair. Then you can decide by discussing with the client which color she needs, and you can decide whether you can apply this color or not, whether she gets a good hair color or not. So this is very important. Make sure the hair is virgin, first step. Second step, you need to identify the hair level using this color swatch. what is the natural hair color of the client, and then you have to proceed. If the hair is not virgin, it's a different case. If a hair is virgin, please use the color swatch to check, and then you can discuss with the client and decide her favorite color or desired color, whichever she likes. So this is very important and crucial. Please do the consultation very well before doing the coloring. Now let us try to understand what is permanent colors. Permanent colors are those colors which stay on the hair for 4 to 6 months under maintenance. So later on the hair color gradually fades away. I will show you how the permanent color looks. You can see the color tube and developer. You have to mix these together and apply it on the hair for permanent color. So in simple terms, I'll be explaining you how to identify the difference between the base color tube and the fashion color tube. So in base color tubes, we don't have reflection, and in fashion color tubes, we have reflection. So let us understand how to distinguish between a base color tube and a fashion color tube. So when you see or when you observe the numbers in the base color tube, you will find a single number such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or 1.00. Even those color tubes are base color tubes. That means it doesn't have any reflection. If you see a color tube with 5.15, 5.65, 4.20, 4.12, those color tubes are called as fashion color tubes, because after the point there is some number. Those numbers are called as reflection. If you find a color tube with 5.15, 0.15 represents the reflections, so that is called as fashion color tube. Hopefully I believe that you have understood the color theory, guys. So we will meet you in the next video again. I request you all to subscribe and like my channel. I'm your Pradeep. Have a nice time.